Doug's Zobra is nothing but a pile of ash, and everybody is heading home to hopefully a better year. Inside this dumpster, I'm standing on hundreds, if not thousands, of brand new textbooks. Right here, we have a brand new workbook, a brand new math book, a brand new social studies book, all in the trash. As you can tell from this sign, the Merriman family wants answers. And to prove their point, they put it right in front of the main suspect's home. Several pages of government documents are being omitted in what some say is a cover-up of retaliatory tactics down here at City Hall. 5 people have been killed in a car accident. Now, Jacob, let's give the people at home a shot of what happened here. Looking at Gonzalez's campaign donations, there's no mention of a vehicle anywhere. 200.
There you go. Come on now.
Skeptics will say that the strange occurrences at the Roberts home can be easily explained. However, perhaps at life's end, part of us still clings to this world. This is Joe Griffin, KLBK News. That's right, Terry. We're here at the intersection of County Road 1700 and Farm to Market 2641, where 5 people have been killed in a fatal car accident, 2 of which are reported to be children. Now let me step out of the shot so you can get an idea of exactly what happened. This blue SUV down here by the telephone pole apparently blew through the stop sign, colliding with this white sedan over to our left. And 6 people were in that white sedan, 5 of which have been killed. Once again, 2 of them have been reported to be children. Right now, the medical examiner's office is looking over the scene. We do know that one of the people in that white vehicle and one person in the blue sedan were helivac to an area hospital and being treated for their injuries. We don't know their status at this point, but once again, 5 people have been killed here at County Road 1700 and Farm to Market 2641, 2 of which have been reported to be children at what is considered one of the most dangerous intersections in Lubbock County. We received several complaints from residents at Lubbock Square Apartments, and here's what we found inside.
You showed me an absolutely perfect apartment, and I put down my deposit, and I said, okay, well, this is the one you're going to be in.
And according to Ashley Simmons, what she got is a nightmare. Since she moved into Lubbock Square Apartments last March, she says she's been dealing with mold, trash, and smells coming from the vacant apartments in her building.
I don't know what death smells like, but I think that's pretty close to it, and it smells damp, and like I need to take a shower after walking past it. So it's dirty. It smells like death.
The photos you are looking at are the conditions of the vacant apartments provided to us by Simmons and other residents. The structures are falling apart, and there's not even locks on the doors, so anyone can get in or out of them.
I work 12 to 9, so by the time I get off work, it's already dark outside. And I get severe cases of the heebie-jeebies walking by that first apartment that's next to the stairs. So I know if I was a homeless person, I'd go look for, a warm, dry place to stay.
According to News Radio 1420, Lubbock Square and 5 other dilapidated Lubbock apartment complexes were confiscated last year by the federal government after a fraud investigation. The feds told reporters that they thought tenants would get quick relief from what they described as a state of despair. But Simmons says she has yet to see that relief.
There's safety hazards and they just overlook it.
Now, we had a young couple pull up just a little while ago who said that their window's been broken for more than 2 months, and the only thing the apartment complex did was put some cardboard up with some duct tape. When we tried to talk to management, the lady at the front desk said she didn't know what we were talking about. Royal, there are people in Rio Arriba County that haven't paid their trash bill in more than a decade. Now, we talked to North Central Solid Waste Authority, and they say that they've had to hire a collection agency in order to get back millions in trash fees. $2,172,000. That's the cash total of unpaid trash collection bills in Rio Arriba County, and according to Michelle Martinez, that's causing North Central Solid Waste Authority and Rio Arriba County serious problems. By state law, the trash has to be picked up, but with people not paying, the waste company has cut employees and limited the numbers of trash pickup days.
It'll stay parked at the collection centers until I can afford to pay the facility to allow us to accept our trash again. As a matter of fact, I have $58,000 due on Monday the 15th.
Martinez says they've tried putting liens on people's homes, and since that hasn't worked, now they're resorting to collection agencies. The trash bill in Rio Arriba County is about $16. That's just a couple bucks more than 2 cheeseburger meals at a fast food restaurant. Martinez says collectors are already knocking on the doors of roughly 700 trash collection deadbeats, and there will be many more to come.
I've got 1,400 customers with $324,000 worth of debt owed that will now be going to the collection agency as well.
And it's just not residents that are guilty. We looked through the list, and there are dozens of businesses that owe thousands in trash fees. Reporting live in the Santa Fe newsroom, Joe Griffin, KOAT Action 7 News. Several pages of government documents are being omitted, and what some say is a cover-up of retaliatory tactics down here at City Hall.
Everything associated and around our animal services seems to continue to be a problem.
According to the new approved City Council minutes, parts of this November 6th meeting where Head of Animal Services Kevin Overstreet is publicly questioned about internal issues never happened. Today, the council approved Councilman John Leonard's proposal to delete several pages from the official minutes. Councilwoman Linda De Leon was the only one to vote against the change.
John Leonard didn't like what was in the minutes, so he actually removed a lot of the sentences. And so I disapproved of the changing of those minutes.
Earlier this week, KOBK received this original draft of the minutes from an anonymous source. What was a 4-page transcript has been hacked down to 1. We asked John Leonard why he felt the minutes needed to be changed.
Why are you striking the majority of the minutes on the Overstreet issue?
There were some things that were not correct in the minutes, and so we just cleaned them up a little bit.
But we're talking multiple pages have been
Right.
deleted from this.
That's correct.
So officially these didn't happen.
Those were not the minutes approved.
Not the minutes approved, that's all?
That's correct.
Earlier this month, Overstreet filed an official grievance with Human Resources claiming that his public questioning was an attempt to humiliate him because he instigated the federal investigation into the AAG Insurance City of Lubbock scandal. As far as the accuracy of the stricken minutes, they seem to correspond with what has been aired on the City of Lubbock's cable station.
I read every sentence and believe that it should have remained as is. John Leonard and others should stand behind what they said publicly, and if the minutes reflect those statements, then they should be in the public record also.
De Leon also believes today's actions may not have been legal. We spoke with Kevin Overstreet's attorney, and here's what he had to say about the issue.
You know, I don't really know that the people at the city seem to be too concerned about about the legality of anything that they do. They seem to be doing just what they want to do.
Now, the city attorney would not give us a statement today. He said he would have to do some research on the legality before he made any statements on this issue at all. Back to you, Brian.
Joe, you're saying the city attorney here, Don Vanderveer, couldn't tell you if it was legal to remove parts of council minutes after the vote?
That's right, Brian, and they've known about this for 2 weeks. Welcome back to KLBK News. Let's take a look at some national headlines. While we may be enjoying some fantastic weather here in Lubbock, people in Missouri and Wisconsin are battling severe floods this Easter weekend. John Lornick reports. And it looks like Hillary Clinton could be facing another obstacle in the race for the Democratic nomination. Clinton has been struggling to get the edge in delegates over Barack Obama. But now some delegates in the caucus states are jumping tracks during county conventions and moving over to the Obama camp. And back here in Texas, people may be seeing some otherworldly objects. More strange lights are being reported across the skies of the Lone Star State. The latest report comes from Jeffrey Sweats of Cedar Creek, Texas. Sweats says he saw this strange object moving across the sky early this morning. He picked up his camera and began rolling. He says the object looked like a star, but much brighter, and did not have any of the usual lights you would see on a plane. This isn't the first UFO Sweats has seen. He says he saw a strange object when he was just a teenager. So what do you think, Troy? Are we going to see anything strange in the sky tonight?